Okay, this is a brief lesson on the 2024 Alabama All-State Alto Sax Lyrical Etude. Now we've already learned the first half of this, so we're going to look at the second half. So look at your second staff, and we're going to start at the repeat sign on the E flat. And I'm going to explain maybe a couple of measures at a time. And notice in the first measure we've got a B natural after the D. So let me play maybe the first couple of measures of this, and then we'll go from here. So right on the E flat. Now there's a big leap from that D down to F, so make sure you're dropping your jaw and thinking ah to make that note come out nice and clear. So we go from D down to F. And then we're going to think two counts on that F, even though it's 1.5. Think 1, 2, and, which is the F sharp. So it's actually would be 3, 4, and, which leads into the last line. So let me go back and play, starting at the mezzo forte at the E flat, and we'll take it on into the next line. I did that in one breath, but you may want to take a breath after the F sharp leading into the third measure there. So let's see if we can do that in one breath again. Yeah, if you can take in lots of air on the quarter note rest before you play the mezzo forte on the second line, I believe that you'll be able to play 4 measures without taking a breath, and that'll make everything not as choppy and nice and smooth. All right, from there we go on from B flat, D, F, and I'll explain this next, the third measure from the end. So we're starting in the last line, third measure on the B flat. Okay, big jump, low E flat up to high B flat. I would like to see you take that B flat and extend it a little bit longer before you go into the G. Sort of like it has a fermata on it. I mean, not a long fermata, but not so rhythmic that you're going to go 1, 2, and 4, and it's more of a dramatic pause. So starting low E flat. Does that make sense? So low E flat up to high B flat, sort of a dramatic lengthening of that note. Take a breath after the high B flat, and then just continue on without a breath to the end. Okay? So let's play this thing now. The second part of the lyrical, starting at the mezzo forte. Second line, fourth measure. Also want to lengthen that note on the end to make it sound more final. So you're going to go C, B flat. I will say this, on the next to the last measure with a 16th rest, you could take a small breath there. So you can go okay. And anytime you can play vibrato on the notes, make them waver a little bit, make it sound more musical, the better. Okay, so hopefully this has helped to show you how you might make this sound more musical. It shows you how to, where to take the breaths, if at all. So really, you're only taking maybe one breath, possibly two, in the last 8 measures. I think you'll be able to do that, and it'll make it sound way more musical. So practice the beginning, combine it with the second part of it, and just get this under your fingers and make sure you learn your scales, because at Allstate there's a 5-scale minimum, and the scale has to be played correctly up, correctly down, with its related arpeggio. So make sure that you are practicing your scales each and every day and making sure that you have these memorized, all right? I would not do 5, I would do at least 7, 8, 12 would be great. The 2 minors and the chromatic would also be great too, but set your goals realistically and practice your scales, practice this, and we'll work on this in person once school is back in session. So, have a great day, enjoy playing your saxophone, and stay tuned, and I will see you next time.